What's up? I was once the world's biggest Fresh Prince fan. Um, he was the reason that I got into hip hop pretty much. Watching DJ Jazzy Jeff of the Fresh Prince, Parents Just Don't Understand, seeing the video changed my life, because it was my gateway to get into hip hop, and I've been into it my whole life ever since then. So I was really dedicated to Will Smith. I would get every album of theirs. I saw him on tour. I met Jeff and Will, um, and I went to every one of his movies, and I thought I would do that forever and always support him. But then a few things happened. First was when Arsenio Hall brought his talk show back. Um, I always remember that, I thought that Fresh Prince Will Smith owed Arsenio Hall, a lot of gratitude because he put him on his show. Arsenio put Will on his show so many times when he was first starting out, and it was also where he got discovered, um, and with Quincy Jones and everything. To do seeing him on Arsenio was what I think led to him getting the role for Fresh Prince. So when Arsenio brought his show back 10 years ago, I thought, oh, Will probably be the first guest and be on all the time, and he never came on ever. I think Jada was on, and yeah, Jada Pinkett was on, but Will was never on. So I was always on Arsenio's behalf. I was upset by that. I'm not sure what the behind the scenes were, but um, so that was the first chink in the armor. And then everyone knows about the slap a couple of years ago, and I didn't think it was real at first, but yeah, that it really changed my mind about him a bit. And when I read his book, he admitted to doing a lot of kind of flagrant things, that didn't seem so right. So I started to reassess my thoughts a bit, and I stopped going to his movies. I would just watch them online or whatever, and yeah, so uh, I kind of got to be less of a fan. I was always Jazzy Jeff too was also always who I loved, and so then when this album was about to come out, I still, I was interested in hearing it. And the only thing that I've seen the video with Big Sean, but I just quickly looked at the track list, see who produced, and it doesn't look like Jeff did any production, which is disappointing. Um, and it looks like he only appeared, Jeff, on one song, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but I'm going to give it an honest assessment and see. I've always loved Will's music, more when he was like doing like real hip hop stuff in the '80s. It's gotten less and less that way over the years. But even Lost and Found was pretty good, and some of their one-off tracks I've liked. So I've always been a huge fan, like I say, until the last uh, few years. So but still here to give it a fair shake. And so I was looking, and it's a video playlist that he has. So I'm not sure if the songs are in order, but thought it might be interesting to watch it this way. So the first one on here is called Bulletproof, featuring Jack Ross. So yeah, let's check it out.
I've been a desperado, now y'all know what I know. When I say I'ma do it, no, it's not hollow. January to Christmas, I'll be standing on business. #1 on the hit list, get you on Joker's hit list. When I shoot, I never miss, it's like high noon. Raining truth on these fools like a monsoon. When I walk into a room, it's like a typhoon. Real clear when I show up, really who's who. In your
I like the beat. It's kind of catchy.
favorite car, 700 horses. A Lone Ranger, born with my torch lit. Black Air Forces, better we join forces. You got a knife, there's a gunfight, choices. I feel like I'm an outlaw. I feel like I'm without flaws. Bounty on my head, y'all better send your hardest. Cause
Yeah, I feel like I'm without flaws. Now people would look at him in a different way, right? So when he says things like that, people are like, well, what about that time, So, uh, yeah, it really sort of changes the perception, right?
dance facing hell and high waters.
Well, I got the keys to heaven, but I find them things in hell. Well, I give my life for something, but my soul.
Yeah, it's almost got a country sound. I don't like singing. I'm worried that there's going to be too much singing on here. I still miss the He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper style, with all the cutting and scratching and a whole side dedicated to a DJ, right? Which was unheard of, and looks like it's going to be more of the R&B stuff, but I won't get ahead of myself. Let's keep going.
Just ain't for sale. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof.
Yo, settle down, a preacher's about to preach. Got long arms, ain't nothing I can't reach. Been through it all, now I'm ready to teach. When to check a joker, when to stay in your seat. Yo.
Oh, there's a little Chris Rock reference there. When to check a joker, when to stay in your seat. Yeah, pretty obvious one.
It's hard being a gunslinger, being trapped inside a fun singer. 3 decades.
It's hard to be a gunslinger trapped inside a fun singer. So, yeah, talking about how he can't really be himself. It's interesting because when I met him, it was a long time ago. It was in 1990, but he was swearing a lot, right? Which was shocking to me, right? From his music, but so he plays a character, a clean character, but he's not really, it's not really his true self, right? As he's saying.
I've been a sun bringer. You can sum me up on just one finger. Pick one, anyone, they all apply to me. Whatever finger you pick, just don't lie to me. Cause if we friends, you flip and do something fly to me. My body might stay, but you could say goodbye to me. Disloyalty to me is like a robbery. Cause when I love you, it's like you hit the lottery.
Yeah, disloyalty. I wonder about the Ready Rock C incident too. If you read in his book, I don't know, Ready Rock C was the beatboxer, right? And he kind of let him go, but I don't know, there seems to be two sides, right? And I only heard Will's side on that, but talking about loyalty, I think Ready Rock C might question that.
I am invincible, I am the anomaly, whole world against me, and it ain't even bothering me.
I think it bothers me.
Something, but my soul just ain't for sale. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof. Hey, I'm bulletproof.
That one wasn't too bad. I like the beat, and I like the whole song except for the chorus, right? Nothing against the singer. It sounded fine, but it just, I was hoping for some, a stupid thing to hope for because he hasn't done it in a long time. Hip hop without, with some scratch choruses and stuff, like kind of a throwback to that. But it's not what I don't think it's what I'm going to be getting at all. But yeah, that one was not too bad. So let's see what's up next.
Will Smith is canceled.
Oh, you can.
All right, this is the one that I'm probably going to like the best because it's the International Barbershop Day featuring Jazzy Jeff and B. Simone. So yeah, let's go. It's short, sadly.
Cancel, no,
He walking around like he all invincible or somebody.
Don't be messing with Will.
He the Fresh Prince.
Who the f Will Smith think he is? And that boy damn crazy how he raising them kids.
What? No, he is.
Yes, he is.
No, he is.
Yes, he is. And I ain't never gonna forgive him for that stuff he did.
Boy, bye.
I mean, Will Smith used to be cool.
He's still the shit. He can fit your whole house in his pool.
I don't know.
You can fit your whole house in his pool.
I mean, he rich, but he ain't rich.
Boy,
I don't even remember the last flick he did.
You don't remember Aladdin? What about Men in Black?
Yeah.
I know your badass squad Bad Boys. I know you remember that.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. Like I was saying, I saw every Will Smith movie like right away. I was uh, always there, and then for the first time ever, I didn't watch the last Bad Boys movie. So it's the first movie of his that I haven't seen.
Plus the soundtrack.
I heard he down bad.
I heard he won the Oscar, but he had to give it back.
And you know they only made him do that because he's black.
He don't need it. He the first to win a Grammy for rap.
That's a fact.
He put all of Philly on his back.
Yeah, the first to win the Grammy. So yeah, this is kind of just what people were saying at the barbershop right after the incident.
Bottom line, y'all, Will Smith is whack.
I mean, he rich, funny, and sexy too. You wish you had a Jada Pinkett next to you.
Him and Jada both crazy, girl. What you talking about? You better keep his wife's name out of your mouth.
You talking shit. But if he came right now, you'd be like, come in, Mr. Smith, would you please sit down?
Hell nah. I'd be like, come get a fade, cause all your haircuts I seen on the big screen been lame.
One thing's for sure, you can't call him lazy.
I ain't trying to call him lazy, I'm calling the ninja crazy. One classic album, what that make him Jay-Z? Jay-Z plus movies and TV.
Look, he's still
Jay-Z plus movies and TV. So it's only going to be Jeff talking. So you're making a comeback after like 20 years, and you don't have Jeff produce or scratch. I don't know. Hopefully he's going to be scratching later on, but my hopes aren't high.
to go. Bad Boys came in first.
I don't like his damn music. That joker don't hurt.
He gon' drop a new record like we all gon' forget. He need to take another year and untangle some shit.
Oh my.
Who the fool will think he is? He only still relevant because of his kids.
Yeah, well, at least he's saying what people are saying. He's relevant because of his kids, and yeah.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is.
No, he
yes, he is, and I ain't never gonna forgive him for that stuff he did.
Oh, damn. Hey, minute black.
Come in, Mrs.
I'll forgive you if you do a whole album with Jeff, and with scratching every chorus.
Smith. Would you like to sit down?
So, okay, what's next here? Let's see. The Reverend.
Brothers.
The Reverend, another short one. And yes, okay, let's see. Here we go.
Sisters of the congregation. Today's sermon is called Rave in the Wasteland. Now, when I say wasteland, I'm not talking about some barren desert and some foreign land. No. I'm talking about that interior wasteland. I'm talking about that place inside where we are most terrified. I'm talking about that place where we are most confused and disillusioned. That place we slip into when our lives fall apart. That place where we least trust God. When I say rave in the wasteland, I'm talking about a new way to be with our adversities, obstacles, and challenges. I'm talking about a new mindset toward these hard times. When I say rave in the wasteland, I'm talking about conjuring the spirit of joy in the face of our greatest difficulty. When I say rave, I'm talking about looking into the eyes of the dragon and say, not today. Brothers and sisters, let us call forth the energies of gratitude and celebration. And I say, my beloveds, let the rave begin.
Okay, so it was kind of like a little skit, interesting, but yeah, not, again, really what I'm looking for, but let's see, what's this? Okay, so that was the setup, and here's Rave in the Wasteland.
We going to church tonight. We going to work tonight. We making it burn tonight. Oh, you gonna learn tonight. We in the heart of the revelation. This is the
Okay, this one I'm feeling. You know, he's really rapping.
elevation. 144,000, we have been chosen to lead the awakening. Come to the altar. Changing the culture. Walking on water. Parting the oceans. Stop the drama now. Drop the armor down. However you living now. All's forgiven now. This is a new day. This is the new way. Part of the new game. There's no shame. We got a room full of sinners reaching for the Holy Ghost. Hey, stand up.
Yeah, I was really feeling that up until the chorus again. You know, it was good rapping. It's interesting that he's doing a song about religion, you know, because the last time he spoke about that on an album was talking about it with his sister, right? That, you know, was way too religious for him. Um, so it's kind of interesting that he comes back to the topic.
Up now, wake up now, hands up now, rage up now. There's a rave in the wasteland, baby. There's a rave in the wasteland. There's a rave in the wasteland, baby. There's a rave in the wasteland. Brothers and sisters, reach inside. Get a hold of all them things that's no longer serving you. And now reach out, turn them over. We're gonna turn them over. All that you seeking is hidden inside of you. This is the prophecy, don't let them lie to you.
Yeah, he's doing double time. You know, people forget that Will can rap, right? He's a really good rapper, and that's one thing that kind of upsets me about people is that they dismiss his rapping ability. So he's showing that off here.
The heat of the moment, this is the road that leads to atonement. They don't control it, we are the owners. I'm trying to rage, I'm bringing the party to break the chains, light the flames, take the reins, the fire's in your veins, taking off my armor, stopping all the drama, loving even harder. No shame, we got a room full of sinners, reaching for the Holy Ghost. Hey, stand.
It kind of reminds me of the Black Skinheads, Kanye. With the sample of the Marilyn Manson, right? Those real quick succession drums.
Stand up now, wake up now, hands up now, rage up now. There's a rave in the wasteland, baby. There's a rave in the wasteland. There's a rave in the wasteland, baby. There's a rave in the wasteland. Now to all my peoples, there's only two things I know for certain. You either trust the Lord or you don't. And if you don't, good luck.
Yeah, that part there. Yeah, that sounds very similar to the Kanye. But yeah, that was my favorite song so far, for sure. So yeah, Rave in the Wasteland. Up next, we got You Looking for Me.
La-di-da-di,
Whoa.
I like to party.
I heard a scratch. I wonder if that was Jeff. Let me take it back.
La-di-da-di, I like to party, but not by myself though, I came with somebody. Me and Jeff like Jordan and Scotty, spend a lot of time with the Sheikhs and with the Saudis.
Wow, yeah, this is more what I was hoping for. You know, he's talking about doing a Lottie Dottie reference there. He's done a song. Remember that song he did with Slick Rick and Biz Markie? Yeah, that kind of throwback sound. So with the with the good hip hop drums here.
You know, in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, gifts coming like Ferraris and Bugattis. Jada got my DMs hot with bodies. Yeah. Oh, you looking for me? I ain't hard to find, I'm easy to see. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your TV. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your IG. Somebody said you looking for me. I ain't hard to find, I'm easy to see. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your TV. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your IG. I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find. You decide decided to instigate it, and now you got me, I'm motivated. Take a beat, I'm spitting heat, I'm on fire, incinerated. I'm way too calculated for me to ever get dominated. If I was you and I saw me, I see why you be aggravated. Took a lot, I'm back on top, y'all gon' have to get acclimated. Won't stop, my still hot, even though I won't get nominated. Personal life with my wife, mind your business is complicated. All that matters is the fact that I'm still getting compensated. Cash. I've been on my grind for a very long time. I've been on your mind for a very long time. Yeah, you got your life, but your life ain't like mine. Looking for me, you can find me where the light shine.
Yeah, he sounds like he's having more fun on this song, you know, and that's what a lot of people love about Will Smith is, you know, his fun personality.
Where the light shine. Oh, you looking for me? I ain't hard to find, I'm easy to see. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your TV. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your IG. Somebody said you looking for me. I ain't hard to find, I'm easy to see. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your TV. I ain't hard to find, I'm on your IG. I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find.
So that one little scratch there, come on, I know you can do better than that. You know, Jeff, he's right there. He could do it. So, but yeah, that was another good one. The last two I've liked. So let's see what he's got for us next. Hard Times featuring Tiana Taylor.
Yo, I'm a creator of sweet magic. Just wave my wand and you can grab it. It's like abracadabra and you can have it. No dream for me is too elaborate, but this ain't all top hats and rabbits. Sometimes truth could be savage, sometimes life could be tragic, but we just love through the madness, through the pain, the mistakes and the sadness, through the rain and the breaks and the static. Living in the world that attacks us, we stay centered with our hearts on axis. Preach.
I like Tiana Taylor, so it's an interesting choice to have her on here. You know, another kind of motivational song.
The roller coaster of being alive. High of life when I open my eyes. Wide awake, still dreaming. No dream needed. My dream girl beaming. No past the future, present in the moment. So bad you got to be a good omen. Beautiful, you belong in the moment. They just found out we always known it. Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you priceless, despite that you antsy, huh? Yeah, we fight some, but we end up dancing, huh? I see you looking at me, you think I'm handsome, huh? Yeah. Nobody knows more than
you. It's interesting, you know, the people that have the, you know, they keep showing the video of him being real personable with people, and that's what he was known for. But the people that are most known for their you know, being very personable, end up a lot of times having sort of a dark side, right? Because you got Will and then Ellen DeGeneres, right? That everyone thought was so friendly and nice. You heard a lot of backstage stuff that she wasn't. And then James Corden, he really leaned into the nice guy thing too. And then it turns out he wasn't very nice, or allegedly. So, you know, I guess maybe people are overcompensating, right? Or just choosing that trope because you know, I guess it's a way, it's a sort of a personality that you can grab onto and know how to deal with. The people can associate you with that. So interesting how that happens sometimes. You know, you can't believe everything you see. You know. it's nice singing and stuff, but it's not really my thing is to hear like soft singing like that for let it go on for so long. Um, I'd rather beats and rhymes. So yeah, probably one I wouldn't listen to a lot, but I can see how people would like it. So yeah, that one was a little longer than the last few. Next
That's one
up,
of them stories I'm not proud of, but it's the truth.
Beautiful Scars. Oh, Will Smith and Big Sean. So this one, I've seen this video, but I'll watch it again with you guys.
I did turn down Neo in the Matrix. I'm not proud of it.
Hello, Will.
Good to see you, Sean.
Look, you've made some awesome career choices your whole life.
Thanks.
There's only one you truly regret. Well, maybe two, but we're not gonna focus.
Maybe two. I remember when I first saw this, that got a laugh out of me.
On that one.
That's messed up.
So I'm gonna give you a choice. The blue pill, everything remains the same and you get to move on with your life.
Got it.
Red pill, you get to go back and star in that movie that got away. The choice is yours.
So the blue one, you said the blue one is like staying.
The choice is yours.
I heard that part. I'm just want to look. Here's the thing. I really like my life. You don't know.
The choice is yours.
I know, but you're not listening to me.
The choice is yours.
You're not listening.
Whoa, shit.
He's like, why not both?
Wasn't even an option. Look.
Fly as an eagle, fresh out of Philly. Yeah, I still rep the city. Mirrors on the wall, worth half a billy. Cause I'm an icon, somebody you could base your life on. That you should place your sights on. Shot on Canons and Nikons. Turn the cameras and lights on. I've been about the action, master actor. I still rap, feel like Mike when they turn the mic on. And I got will until the wheels fall off. That's just the will, I am my will. Power got these.
I got will until the wheels fall off. Yeah, this one again, he's showcasing his rapping. He's a good rapper, he cut his teeth in the '80s, right? That's when uh, well, the best rappers in my mind, but not the ones that laid the foundation. It wasn't easy back then because you couldn't do things on your own. You had to really the cream rose to the top at that time. So you had to have skills.
Coward saying, goddamn, he just won't quit, won't fold and won't switch. I wrote the code, I'm Mr. Smith. Cause this is the Matrix, this is my regular basis. I am ahead of you players, I'm playing my aces. Every card with the faces, I am a king with a queen, reigning supreme. Been through the rain, mud on my feet, tracks in the street. Fame can be steep, mask off, see my face ain't clean. Did my dirt, made it hurt worse. Went to church feeling cursed, worked on myself, Kintsugi first. Couldn't tell, I've been through hell on earth. The truth and it burns, you live and you learn. No, I'm like Confucius, see life is confusing. I hate when I lose it, but I face the music. Go, why did he do it? See, I'm only human. It's the beautiful scars, yeah. It's the beautiful flaws, yeah. I done fell about 1,000,000 times. Now I rise up the gate closer to God. It's the beautiful scars, yeah. It's the beautiful flaws, yeah. I done fell about 1,000,000 times. Yeah. Now I rise up the gate closer to God. When you keep it G and beat the odds, that's what you call God. Closer to God, like I'm in a synagogue. I had to quit tripping over shit that isn't worth the fall, Back against the wall, my whole life a work of art. Younger me will blame everybody else like it's they fault. Till you realize you a walking magnet, so you the cause. What's your vibration? How you pour back in yourself? Yeah, what's your libation? Hydration. A lot of advice I'm not taking. Gotta take these with a grain of...
Big Sean, I always think that he was kind of mean to Nardwuar. That I always keep track of rappers that aren't nice to Nardwuar. Nas wasn't nice, which was disappointing. Kid Cudi and Big Sean. So, um, yeah, hopefully he regrets that, as he was saying there.
It's all just like any recipe on how to make it look. Cause Mr. Anderson and Mr. Smith, we decoded the codes. I got tired of being over control. Learning as I go, learning as I grow. I don't gotta do this shit over and over. Quit asking me dumb shit, you know what's to know. It ain't the end if I don't get the credit. I'm a living legend, I'm a die legend. I ain't trying to get it, bitch, I gotta get it. It's the beautiful scars, yeah. It's the beautiful scars, yeah.
It's interesting that, Big Sean was like one of the big three, or the top five most relevant rappers at the time. Just 6 years ago, and it seems that he's lost that spot. And and also, Will hasn't made music in so long, so it'll be interesting to see how many albums Will sells. Will it chart at all? Will it do better than LL? Um, he's got a lot bigger star than LL, but people didn't respect the music as much, Will's music. So it'd be interesting to see. I'm not sure. I think LL might actually do better, but I could definitely be wrong with that.
There are no limits to send through the universe. I believe in me like it's religion, but I am the only one who converts. Conversations with the congregation, the scripture is in the verse. I manifest through my mentality. The only real is my reality. I rebuild with the broken pieces that are shattered on the floor. I am healed by the deepest teachings that were given by the Moors. The codes of my lineage, I'll be around for another millennium. Climbing the ladder to heaven or helium. Seeing the suffering, dreaming of healing them. You are the one in a million billion.
Yeah, I really enjoy him rapping. Like, when he's in his bag like that, it brings me back to how much, I know he's a DJ, I'm the rapper. I think I know every grunt and utterance and word on that whole album. And still, even to this day, probably, uh, remember 90% of it. So, yeah, that one brought me back.
You are the answer, you are the power, you are the principle. Every second that you're living is pivotal. Anything that's broken is remixable. Even when it's not physical, you are not alone. Trust the invisible. Ancestors flex when it is critical. Top of the pyramids, I am the pinnacle. It's the beautiful scars, yeah. It's the beautiful flaws, yeah. I done fell about 1,000,000 times. Now I rise up the gate closer to God. It's the beautiful scars, yeah. It's the beautiful flaws, yeah. I done fell about 1,000,000 times.
It's got 6 million views in over a month there, so I was just checking the views, and so yeah, he'll probably, maybe he'll outdo LL then, because LL, was all produced by Q-Tip. But if LL does outshine him, then that'll teach Will to make an album with Jeff, right? Because a respected hip hop producer. That looked like a fun video to make. Okay, let's see, next one. Oh, Will Smith and Joyner Lucas. I think I saw this one too when it came out, a few months old. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's see here, Tantrum.
Journey, I'm taking my chances, searching and questioning, looking for answers, hoping this medicine heal all the damage. My inner child keep throwing a tantrum. Why does my ego keep holding me ransom? Why does my fear control me at random? Life can get ugly, but f***ing I'm handsome. I'm about to face all this shit I've been running from. You might relate to the places I'm coming from. I've been through trauma I thought I'd recover from. I got regrets, you heard about some of them. This is
I got regrets. You heard about some of them. So yeah, he's made a lot of references to the Chris Rock thing, but you know, that was to be expected. I don't think I saw this video. I always go to Rap Radar to watch the newest videos, and they haven't been updating much over the last year, so some things have slipped through the cracks.
gon' make my heart bang like a rubber drum. I will not sugarcoat this stuff with bubble gum. Going through troubles, I hate what the trouble done. I hate to be the thing that people suffer from. You cannot replicate me, I'm a one-on-one. You are not one of them. Damn, if I die, then there won't be another one. I'm always number one. After the rain, then I know that the sun will come. I see the light from the treetops. I am not God, but I know I'm a son of them. You just a son of a I know exactly just what they've been doing. They counted me out, but your numbers ain't showing. I know where I've been, I don't know where I'm going. If you on the boat, then you better keep rowing. Cause hustle way up, I might get me a Boeing. Flying with angels, they sent me a omen. The devil try to get me, the forces are with me. Oh Jesus, come lift me, cause this is my moment. And woo! Back on my journey, I'm taking my chance.
So, you know, they did a song together before Joyner Lucas and Will Smith. You know, I like Joyner Lucas, but my respect for him went down a notch when he had that battle with Tory Lanez, and I think Tory Lanez out-rapped him, and he's not really. I never thought that he was that. You know, he's always pushes his R&B more edge a little bit more. So I was impressed with Tory Lanez rapping. So Joyner Lucas, I thought, would mop the floor with him.
Answers, searching and questioning, looking for answers, hoping this medicine heal all the damage. My inner child keep throwing a tantrum. Hey, I took my traumas and made it an anthem. Hey,
I took my traumas and made it an anthem.
I done came too far to hand it over. I'ma keep my head up like a man supposed to. I done took my punches, they were standing over. Devil want my soul, I couldn't hand it over. I ain't picture perfect, think the camera's broke. I had to shut the door, they couldn't slam it on them. How you sleeping on me when I am it's over? Trying to trample on me, you get trampled over. Jokers think it's sweet, this ain't no damn mimosa. This an aerosol inside of Arizona. This is Barry Bonds mixed with Sammy Sosa. This a loose screw inside a damaged motor. This a graduation with no damn diploma. This is aggravation, this is validation. I got open wounds, ain't no bastard tracing. It's a bigger world in my imagination, this is me. Martin Luther had a dream.
I like how they're going back and forth like that.
Joyner Lucas had a vision, I became everything I had to be. I've been living like there's no limits, and I learned the game from Master P. I'm staring at my reflection, wondering why it isn't staring back at me. What it's gonna be? Oh, y'all forgot I ain't new with the pen. First if I Grammy, I do it again. I'm doing me, I ain't doing no trends. Finding myself with the music again. Difference is I don't need music to win. Soon as I drop, then I'm booming again. Back to the crown is the mood that I'm in. Promise ain't nobody truer than him. Well, back on my journey, I'm taking my chances. Searching and questioning, looking for answers. Hoping this medicine heal all the damage. My inner child keep throwing a tantrum. Hey, I took my traumas and made it an anthem. Hey.
Yeah, that's a good song, you know. They just going back and forth, a lot of rapping there. It's kind of a sparring session. I enjoyed it. Okay, so now we're got Will Smith, India Martinez, Marson, First Love. So this one is gonna be soft. So let's see.
Ay, quiero ser primer amor, quiero quitarte la camisa y ver cómo es todo cuerpo tiembla en su primera cita.
Yeah, it looks like he's had a lot of these videos on his YouTube channel leading up to it. I've been avoiding the YouTube channel because I didn't want to get spoiled, but yeah, I'm glad that I did, or else a lot of these I would have seen already.
Yo quiero ser primer roneo, yo quiero la primera llama, como dice Camarón, fuego en la sangre nos corre, nos corre, nos corre a los dos.
want that first love, you know that first time. I want them first eyes, I want that first high. I want that first passion, I want them first hugs. I want them hard cries, I want that first love. I want that first love, you know that first smile. You know that first chuckle, I want that first wow. I want that first chill, I need that first will. I want that first moment, feel like the earth still. I want that Adam and Eve. Snakes be trying to deceive us, poison our mind with the evil, but I don't be trying to believe them. Nobody said it'd be easy, but why? It used to be easy. Every heart will be broken, but what do we do with the pieces? We got a natural affinity, natural energy, matching infinity. We not gonna break up the synergy, no negativity. Love is divinity, healing all enemies. This is the remedy, had an epiphany. Her femininity, my masculinity, magical symmetry. Out of our misery, this is what's meant to be.
Very good, unexpected there. I really like that verse. He sort of did capture the magic of first love there, and then then ramped it up with some good rhyming. So can't complain.
I want that first love, just like that first time. I want them first eyes, I want that first high. I want that first passion, I want them first hugs. I want them hard cries, I want that first love.
When you hold again, entrégame tus ojos, aunque sabemos que no podemos perder. Unirte mi amor, ama sin perfección, como dos niños.
And that's something I thought would be on here. Spanish influence with the the lyrics, and also with the kind of flamenco guitar there. But it works.
Su primer amor. Toca de esta culeta, contigo pega en la camisa, sangre de mis venas tiene que llorar. Que lo que olvide que toca de esta culeta, contigo pega en la camisa, sangre de mis venas tiene que llorar.
I want that first love, just like that first time. I want them first eyes, I want that first high. I want that first passion, I want them first hugs. I want them hard cries, I want that first love.
I want the first love.
Yeah, that's kind of a case, where you experiment, and it ends up, bringing some magic. That I really liked that one. That was unique, and yeah, kudos. So, I shouldn't have judged a book by its cover there. So now we got Make It Look Easy, just Will by himself.
They say you make it look easy. They really need me. I never show them that I'm bleeding. I make it look easy. I make it look easy. Yeah, yeah. I make it look easy. Yeah, yeah. I make it look easy. I make it look easy.
Give it to me when the game on the line. Rain or shine, all fine, all fine. Yeah. Give it to me when we running out of time. Get behind me when they coming for you, coming for you. I take the hits and the misses, the risk and the disses. Look, even when they happy or they vicious, that don't change who Will Smith is. The architect, the artist that they call for when they hearts a messer. Star from West Philly, the Parks and Recs, they ain't lost a step. You are correct. It's the key to life. Be the light.
Yeah, he hasn't lost a step when he tries to really rap. He's still got the skills. I know that I saw one clip saying that before he made this album, he called Jay-Z and he called Kendrick Lamar to get advice, and Kendrick just told him, say what you're afraid to say, right? So he wanted him to get deep, and he does get quite personal on the album so far, and so he took Kendrick's advice. So good person to take advice from.
Sing it like, sing it like.
They say you make
and I find this chorus kind of catchy. For a singing chorus, I could hear this one on the radio.
I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy. I make it look easy. They say you make it look easy. They really need me. I never show them that I'm bleeding. I make it look easy. I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy. I make it look easy.
Life throw punches, you got to roll with it. River start to rise, got to flow with it. I ain't stopping at the sky, got no limits. That's cause I don't do it, that's my soul in it. Everybody wanna win the whole thing. Haters, they be acting like it's no thing. See, I'm one of them ones that won the whole thing. But we ain't gotta talk about them old rings. Cause life gon' keep lifing. Knives gon' keep knifing. Spike gon' keep spiting. And that's why the light gon' keep lighting. Hey, it's the key to life. Be the light. Sing it like. Sing it
They
like.
say you make it look easy. They really mean me. I never show them that I'm bleeding.
My wife's gonna keep wifing. He used that. I wonder if that makes that use of that kind of phrase jump the shark for the young people, right? That are always like, oh, the math is not mathing, and that kind of stuff.
I make it look easy. I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy. I make it look easy. They say you make it look easy. They really mean me. I never show them that I'm bleeding. I make it look easy. I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy, yeah, yeah. I make it look easy. I make it look easy.
Make it look easy.
Yeah, that one was, kind of like a radio sounding song. Probably too many repeats of the chorus, but it was catchy. But I always liked the verses. I could just, with the Will Smith album, I really could just listen to him rapping. Doesn't need a chorus or have a scratch chorus, like I say. All right, must be getting near the end here. Let's see, we got the Reverend.
Brothers and sisters, let us take this
Another, preaching skit.
moment to pause. Tune into your neighbor. Take your attention to your loved ones. One of the things I've learned in this life is that everybody is going through something. Everybody is having a hard time. Everybody you pass on the freeway, everybody you see in the store, every eye you catch on the street is going through something. And you have the opportunity and the responsibility to be the one that pulls them back from the edge, not the one that pushes them over. Look into their eyes and tell them, you can make it. Make it. Make it. Make it.
It's a good message. Okay, up next we got.
I don't know who needs to hear this.
You Can Make It. I did see this. Was from the BET performance. But yeah, happy to watch it again. One thing is that he's making it seem like with this album that he's gone through so much stuff, but not acknowledging too much that it was his own doing, right? He makes it kind of like the victim, right? When he was the storm runs out of rain is a good line. Yeah, he's really going for the inspirational, music. There's been quite a few songs or sprinkled throughout in this same. We're not being punished, we're being forged. Yeah, I always did like. Will's always talked in interviews and stuff like that in an inspirational way. Ever since the beginning, really. Hasn't put it in his music quite as much as he does, just talking on talk shows and that, but decided to infuse it. It was a good performance. Okay, Will with Russ.
Work of art was.
Oh, this one I saw too. So yeah, a lot of these he's made and then over the last few years, it looks like, and then just compiled them. But haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, Russ, interesting guy to work with. He gets a lot of hate too, right?
The song where I found my voice. It was like, that's how I want to sound. That's what I want to talk about. Wow. And it was like, I had recorded probably 20 tracks before that. And there was, the old constellation of ideas of who I thought I needed to be that was coming through in the music. And then Work of Art was the first one that was like
a moment of clarity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was like, that is the fullness of who and what I actually am.
Yeah.
I'm a work of art. Baby, look at me. I'm a work of art. Now they framing me, painting in the dark. For the therapy, I'm a work of art. As I live and breathe.
I am the paint, and I'm the brush, and I'm the canvas. I am a saint, but if you touch, I am a savage. I am a Libra, but I identify as a Cancer. I am the tongue, truth and the lie, both in tandem. I am the sun, and I'm the rain, and I'm the wind. I am for real, and I'm pretend. I am Musa, I am Jesus, I am Judas. I am the judge, I am the victim.
I like that, how everyone is standing up like they are, an art piece in themselves, which I guess everybody is.
The man, I'm the shooter, I'm in the Torah, and the Quran, and in the Bible. I am a shepherd, I am a leader, and a disciple. I am the wretched, and the blessed. I am the average, I am the shadow, and I'm the light. I am the marriage.
I'm a work of art. Baby, look at me, I'm a work of art. Now they framing me, painting in the dark. For the therapy, I'm a work of art. As I live and breathe, I'm a work of art. Baby, look at me.
That's Jaden on the chorus, right? But I don't see him in the video yet.
I'm a work of art. Now they framing me, painting in the dark. For the therapy, I'm a work of art. As I live and breathe.
My soul feels trapped like I'm riding the Bryson Tiller beast. On a road to inner peace, taking unfamiliar streets. Trying to kill the beast, just made it grow more. My shadow's haunting me, what you think I'm driving a ghost for? Perception's POW, voices in my head like we don't fuck with you. Ego is the poison that cures being uncomfortable. After the chaos comes certain clarity. Being a public figure is constant immersion therapy. Make sure that when you stare at me, every flaw is...
Being a public figure is constant immersion therapy. Is an interesting perspective.
Highlighted, see yourself when you see me. Instead of acting like you got blindsided by the fact that I'm human. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Just know that you looking right into a mirror when you judge me, you know.
As I live and breathe.
Ser una obra de arte para mí significa estar viva.
Una vez alguien me dijo que la gente se pasaba la vida intentando diferenciarse y que yo tenía la suerte de haber nacido ya diferente.
Como persona soy una, pero personalidades he tenido varias.
Quella parte di te che forse non ti piace, non sai se in realtà ti piace o no, perché devi tirarla fuori per sapere cosa succede.
El buscar querer encajar, pues yo creo que es en ese momento cuando me he sentido que no he sido yo al 100%.
En essayant de cacher, donc, ce sentiment d'insécurité et l'insécurité en général. Je ne veux pas que les gens me voient de cette façon.
To let go of my ego. That's been my hardest lesson. It's kept me small for a long, long, long time.
Sword up to my neck again. I ain't holding my breath again. Head's heavy, that wears the crown, but I won't bow down to lesser men. I'm a king, no denying this. Every limit, I'm defying it. Everybody wanna be a lion until it's time to do lion shit. I'ma lead till I die.
Yeah, everyone wants to be a lion until they gotta act like one.
Follow me to the peace, through the fire. In my dreams, out of reach, on the horizon. What I see, mysteries.
Well, he swore there too. Wait, did they bleep that out? Let me go back.
Crown, but I won't bow down unless I'm men. I'm a king, no denying this. Every limit, I'm defying it. Everybody wanna be a lion until it's time to do lion shit. I'm a lead.
Oh, yep. I die. Yeah, he left it in too. So, I know it's no surprise that he swears, but to put it in his music a bit, I'd prefer that he just left it out, and but like I say, maybe that wasn't true to himself, right? It was true to his grandma.
Follow me to the peace, through the fire, in my dreams out of reach, on the horizon, what I see, mysteries, the surprises, the energy. They tried to censor me, but then they sent for me, and I ain't come alone, I brought my symphony, my light, my love, my laugh, my holy trinity.
I love that the first two lines. I am the paint, I am the brush, I am the canvas, right? And that first idea is like, no blame. And then the second line, I am a saint, but if you touch, I'm a savage. And I was never able to admit that before. And I think people are waking up to the idea of the absolute spiritual magic of this place.
Yeah, he's not taking, like I said before, not taking much accountability, right? Tiny bit, but I don't think enough, really.
No, it's just such an interesting thing, where I am in my life and with the music right now. Wow, look at this. Kind of the exploration of the sameness of all of us, trying to find those connective aspects of humanity. It's a beautiful thing.
So there's more on a trap beat there, more modern beat, and it sounded good. Like again, when he's rapping, he can do any beat, really, because he's a good rapper. I really think so. Okay, what's up next?
Oh, my dear beloveds. Sadly, our time together is drawn to an end. But I would like to say to you, to remind you that you are a work of art. Exactly as you are. You do not have to be perfect to deserve love. In all your conflicting beauty, you are a work of art.
Right. I don't think people are asking him to be, or expecting him to be perfect, right? I think he's apologized before, but I just think that, yeah, he didn't really take enough accountability, right? I was starting to forgive him a bit there in the middle, but now I'm still don't think I'm really ready to fully forgive. But I know he doesn't care. And album wise, I was surprised that even though I was trying to avoid seeing things, I'd seen quite a bit beforehand. But there was some new stuff there, especially in the beginning, and not people I think were expecting. I did see one review mention, oh yeah, that he doesn't have a lot of fun songs, right? Which people like from him, and yeah, there was a few in there, but probably not enough. And one little baby scratch, no, he used to dedicate at least one song to Jeff and to like old school kind of style almost every album, right? I know that ever since he's the DJ, I'm the rapper, really. In this corner, there was quite a, no, sorry, and in this corner, there was a lot of scratching, but then after that, with Home Base and Code Red uh, and then, uh, with Millennium and all those, he didn't, he went back to just kind of doing one song here or there of that style, and so you can't expect him to be still, doing pure hip hop. Um, but I would like a little bit more of it. So I really wish he would do an album with Jeff. He doesn't need the money. Neither of them need the money at this point. Just make a rap album. It won't sell, but this probably won't sell much either, right? So if he still has it in his heart, I would love to see it because he talks about his first love, right? And uh, I know that they always said he wanted to act, but I think he really did love hip hop, right? And always talked about Grandmaster Caz and Melly Mel and everyone. So why not do an album with them, like with all those resources he has, right? Why not have all the pioneers that you know don't get the respect they deserve come and make an album, and he could executive produce it and then rap on it, something unique like that. Like um, that would be something I think that would go a long way in my mind, at least, to uh, moving on from the slap and the Arsenio diss and everything. I'd like to see him address the Arsenio thing. And yeah, do the First Love album like that. So yeah, well, if you're listening, uh, put something together like that with Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, uh, you know, rest in peace to Biz Markie, but you could do Slick Rick, you bring in KRS, uh, Big Daddy Kane, Chuck D, uh, Fumo D, the whole Treacherous Three, just all those guys, and put an album together and just rap. Don't worry about bringing in someone to sing a chorus or whatever. That no one cares about that. The people that are be interested in that album don't want to hear that. They just want to hear you rapping and scratching and doing like routines with Jeff and stuff. So something like that, I think, would be incredible. So um, be great if you ever took my advice. Give me a thumbs up, Will, if you're watching this. But yeah, the album was sort of what I expected. Yeah, inspirational stuff and that, and the rapping is good, um, but not really the style I was looking for. So, like I said, hopefully he's got the hunger and he'll do more and maybe do more back to the essence. So, let me know if you guys liked it and what your thoughts were. And yeah, hope you enjoyed uh, watching the videos along with me. So until next time, thanks so much.